Oh, ladies and gents, I do find it funny when people considered mainstream media part of Hollywood repeat what I said weeks ago, which is Keaton's role in the Batgirl. So, a couple of weeks back, you guys would be well aware there was all of the test screenings coming out, and most people, even people like I'm about to quote, Grace Randolph, individuals like that, for instance, were raving about it. They're like, it's received, everyone loved it. Everyone loved Batgirl. It was done so well. That test screening, amazing. And then I did a video going, hold that thought. It actually did really badly. Here's the spoilers from it all. And then subsequently from there, doubters, I guess, popped up, as they always do. It's fine. You go against the grain. Unfortunately, people do doubt. And then it got cancelled, and now people are repeating basically what I said, which is quite comical. Now, I'm not saying they're repeating what I said specifically, but they are saying along the same lines of what I've said. So this is basically Michael Keaton's role revealed, even though I'd already revealed it. But let's take a look, shall we? Because it is interesting nonetheless. And like I said, I do find it funny. I've been doing YouTube for a relatively long time. And I remember when I first started, and I think it was 2017, I had all of the lowdown on Judge Dredd Mega City 1. Like, I went up and I interviewed them. But because you're small and just a relative nobody, basically, and especially being British, just as a side note, I'm English, right? So being English and not in that Hollywood sphere, you don't tend to get taken seriously. And it's really unfortunate because, I had the lowdown on Judge Dredd Mega City 1, the fact that it would never be a sequel, way before everyone else did their articles. But most people's articles are still, where's the reboot sequel of Carl Urban's Mega City, Judge Dredd and all this kind of stuff. It's like, it was never meant to be that, for goodness sake. Like, I have it literally from the owner of the IP. And it's unfortunate, like I say, but it's still comical. These kind of instances are always comical to me. I find them very, very funny. But Batgirl, new details on Michael Keaton's role as Batman revealed. Now, it's being compared to a CW pilot. Now, I never heard that. I just heard that it tested really poorly and people thought it was terrible. Especially Leslie Grace's Batgirl. For instance, she had like photographic memory, and that was the means to her basically being a really good detective, right? That was it. She was a good detective just because she literally just had a good memory. Which is terrible. Terrible reasoning for her to be a good detective. Like, that's awful. Really, really bad. But anyway, check this out, right? So this is all from Humberto Gonzalez and Eric Davies, or Davis, sorry. They had a Twitter space. This is like some weird, almost like a Discord for Twitter. Very bizarre. Hate Twitter so very much. But side note, please do follow me over on Twitter. And this is the statement, right? So the latter spoke with someone, so Humberto Gonzalez spoke with someone who's seen an early cut of DC Comics movie and shed some light on what fans could have expected to see from Michael Keaton's Batman. This is, again, all stuff I'd already said. So, I said he's literally barely in the film. I think I said he's in about 3 scenes totaling, and the longest scene was about 5 minutes long. That was the longest. So really not in it at all. I asked how Keaton is in it at least, and I was told he was good. He's playing Bruce Wayne Batman age appropriate. He's got white hair when he's Bruce Wayne. And the kicker here is that Batman is retired, but he obviously pops in to help and advise Barbara Gordon. Again, literally what I'd already said. Now again, he's really not in it that much. Stated that. But he has a presence when he's in it, and it's sort of a pivotal cameo when he pops in and out. I hadn't heard it was massively pivotal, in fairness. It didn't really make a lot of sense as to where it was or anything like that. It seemed very confusing. But yeah, like barely in it. Yeah, barely in it. And then it plays like a very expensive CW pilot. It's not really a strong film. I'd already said that. The tone is just very CW, lacking in depth, lighter and more comic book-like, which is odd because Michael Keaton's in it. It's basically an hour, 40-minute CW pilot with a pretty good action set piece at the end, from what I'm told. And again, not the worst superhero film I've ever seen. Now, I heard that Brendan Fraser was really good in this. He played like Firefly, and he was really good, but just not very. It wasn't very good. Not a strong film. A lot of it didn't make any sense at all, and yeah, like just not good. Like it's just not a good film. And Gonzalez would go on to explain that Batgirl was shot for television, hence why it didn't feel cinematic. Comparisons to a CW pilot may seem harsh, but as many fans pointed out when the first look photo was revealed, the hero's costume would not have looked out of place alongside characters like the Flash and Batwoman in the Arrowverse. The costume was atrocious. Now, yeah, I mean, this whole thing has been a total shit show from start to finish. And I guess realistically, you know, why I'm doing this video is because it's important when the trades, you know, this and, you know, like Hollywood Reporter or whatever, start repeating things that I've already said, that I pop up and go, hey, look, I've already said this. And I'll leave the video linked above. It would have been linked at the start, in the description box, whatever, just so you guys are aware. Because, you know, you could have been watching my channel weeks ago and gone, well, you could have known this basically weeks ago, rather than now popping up and going, oh yeah, here it is. Like, no, this was news weeks ago, because I'd revealed it weeks ago. But people doubt it, and it's really unfortunate. But, you know, I get it. That's just the way the cookie crumbles with these things. You know, people always doubt you. Lo and behold, doubters. But it's fine. Like, it is honestly fine. But like I said, have to pop up and do these videos from time to time just to say, hey, I've already said this weeks ago. Just so you guys, you know, when I say, hey, look, you know, this is 99.9% certain, of no reason to doubt my source, here's the information. You guys have confidence in what I say. So you know what you're getting information-wise from me when I say, hey, this is an exclusive. Check it out. You guys can go, I'm like 99.9% certain this is actually the truth. And that's nice, right? Like, that's important. And I don't want people, you know, to watch and... I'd like you to watch and have an air of confidence in what I'm saying, basically. So, it's not... Overall, it's just not a good film, right? Michael Keaton's role was very small, 5 minutes long, the main... longest one, and just generally a bit of a shit show. You know, Leslie Grace's Batgirl was terrible in this as well. And like I said, that video where I sort of reveal more details about it will be linked in the description box. Please do check it out. Leave your thoughts on it as well. And again, from this to that, you'll see literally weeks ago you could have known all of this. But that's about it from me. Not much else to say, to be fair. I hope you're all well. Hope you're having a great bank holiday weekend in the UK. Last of the sunshine creeping through before we get thunderstorms tail end of the week after next. But cheers, ladies and gents. Take care.